Education Betsy DeVos is expected to arrive in McMinnville within the next few hours.
We get started with reporter Lisa Bailey. She's breaking down the next several hours. Lisa?
Well, the head of education is going to be here at 2 o'clock right here at McMinnville High School. She'll be going inside for several hours, taking a look at the school where the students, more than half from low-income families, are knocking it out of the park when it comes to state testing scores, doing extremely well. We'll be with the Secretary of Education when she first meets with teachers and staff here again at 2 o'clock to hear what they say is working well. Then she heads to some classrooms to see teaching underway. She'll answer questions from us for a few minutes, then head to the Engineering and Aerospace Sciences Academy. That's a science and math part of the high school that's over at Evergreen Space Museum. Now, DeVos, very controversial, a supporter of private charter schools, has been touring schools around the country looking at teaching practices. Now, from here, she'll be leaving tonight sometime after 6, heading up to Bellevue, Washington. We'll, again, be with her when she arrives here, and we'll be inside the school with her to review all that information, what she says, and how the reaction is. That's coming up tonight at 4 o'clock. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Lisa. And our team coverage of this big day in McMinnville continues now with Eileen Park. She's looking ahead to the supporters and protesters that are expected to meet DeVos in McMinnville. Eileen?
Jenny, it's hard to gauge at this point how many protesters and counter-protesters are going to be here because confirmation on Facebook event pages aren't necessarily accurate. But I can tell you there will be protesters against Betsy DeVos, and there will be supporters of the Secretary of Education. And I even heard that there might be some student walkouts, although I talked with some students and are not exactly sure where it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, and if there's going to be a walkout at all. Now, the protest is going to happen somewhere around here behind me between 15th and 17th on Evans Street. And basically, they're here because they want Betsy DeVos to know that they're against almost everything that she stands for. They plan on protesting peacefully starting at about 1 o'clock. And some of the things that they're against includes rolling back Obama-era policies on campus sexual assault investigations, not doing enough to protect students who are defrauded by for-profit colleges. DeVos, as you know, is a longtime proponent of school choice, and many have also interpreted that as being anti-public schools. But supporters of DeVos say protesters are being very disrespectful by being here. We'll be keeping a close eye, of course, on all the protests starting at 1 o'clock and bringing the very latest on all Coin 6 social media platforms. Jenny and Ken, back to you.
All right, thank you, Eileen. And we'll be all over Betsy DeVos's visit all day long. We continue our coverage with live updates at 4, 5, and 6. And you can always find the latest on KOIN.com.